pretty big day at TTL Towers today because I had my first Gigabyte delivery for an awfully long time. So they've sent me the GeForce RTX 2070, which has obviously been out a little while, but to get the ball rolling, we will be doing a review, full review, on the card in the not too distant future. Obviously, I like white, so that's, it's always a good place to start. You may wonder why I'm holding it in my hand, but it's because it's one of the few graphics cards I've had for a while that won't stand up on its own, which makes things a little bit difficult. But things to note, 3 Windforce fans on it. Unlike a lot of the cards out there nowadays as well, it's still a normal twin slot card as well. There's actually a little bit of room at the back of the card, as you can see. Now, I would, in the old days, we talk about SLI and stuff like that, but things are becoming so single card natured now. That's pretty much it. But if you've got a smaller, tighter case, like an RTX case or something like that, this may be, obviously you're going to have to go careful of the length of the card, but it might help with side panels. It could also help with some cases that you want to do a vertical mount and you've not got a lot of room on the side of your vertical mount for a triple slot cooler, for example. So there are a few options why it's quite good. You've got a rather large fin stack down the middle, as you can see. And there are actually right at the edges up here. Now I've tried a couple of times to get the camera to focus in on it. It's quite difficult. But the stack here, there is a thermal pad to kind of help attach it to the main GPU plate at the bottom. So they're working pretty hard to keep all of your temperatures and stuff down. There is a large white backplate on it as well. So often you see a white card and then you still get a black or sometimes a silver backplate, but you've got double white on this, so it's not going to matter which way your orientation is. I think I probably would have preferred, if it was me, to have had some normal clear frosted blades on it to take away from the contrast of the black. But once it's spinning up, it's not really going to matter. There are no lights or anything on the fans either. You've only got RGB on the side of this here. If RGB is not your thing, then you obviously can turn it off. But there are a couple of screws there, so if it really wasn't your thing, you can actually paint over that entire plastic section. And you can do it with a couple of screws and paint that one as well. So if it was me, for example, I'd paint both of those red to add a little bit of colour on, and then maybe do some masking down the side. Maybe get some red on the back plate as well. You get an 8-pin and a 6-pin on the side. Now don't forget what I said, we will be doing a full review on the main OC 3D TV channel, but I did just want to give you a look of the white GPU because I don't think there are enough of them and the HOFs can be quite difficult to get hold of. And obviously this is in a much different price bracket to the HOFs because the HOFs are very high end. So this is a white GPU for maybe people that are on a tighter budget. So it's a good option. I'll be looking at the performance in the not too distant future, but I thought I would share it before I started.